It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Sacramento Miners. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their -3 game win streak. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Gregory. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon. Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip it.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again on second down. Gregory. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Gregory. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's now second down 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 yards there, 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you go to short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And the Sacramento first down.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This take it in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Carolina offense about ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on third down. Gregory got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, Gregory. This pass is caught by London. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Gregory. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Looking to throw.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. For for so many offenses. They just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding Williams on the check down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive with Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when
touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver run that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gregory. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. There's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Jackson. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 41, Gregory. Got London on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Gregory. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gregory. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hoped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 3rd and 2, Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Oh, refusing to go down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gregory. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gregory. And this is going to be incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. Oh, what a move. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, Gregory. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback, if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Gets around him. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this one is right through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Intercepted by the Panthers.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. And he's got his big tight end here.
Gregory's pass complete to number 43. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gregory. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is McCaffrey on the give. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost a no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
You hate to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And the Panthers coming out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, if you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Gregory. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Gregory. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Williams will try again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. Exactly 1 minute remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, Gregory. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.